this elven camp has got a number of
If there
fairly
are
tall,
any.
limber, warrior-like elves. But there is an elf that has a eye patch and 3 jagged scars running down his cheek, and he looks to have been perhaps in the gladiatorial pits at some point in his life. He's a little bit grizzled. It's hard to make out his age though, because he stands, he's about 7'4" and ages like an elf. So, but you're able to kind of key in on him just due to his grizzled appearance. And generally the elves are a little bit vain and vainglorious, and so an elf to be wearing an eye patch is almost an affront to elfdom everywhere. Then you guys broke open one of the stones too, right? Was that Jocus that did?
I don't remember doing that.
Was it the red stone? Who broke open the red stone?
Blooded stone ruby heart is now a part of the buds of fruit of extra healing under Tin Pug's temple. No, we got rid of.
Yeah,
that's the ruby so that's
heart.
Gone, right? Yeah.
Yep. But then you guys, I thought you guys had went into the. I thought Jocus and Zakhara had went into the fire elemental realm.
We did. Yeah, that was like 2 or 3 sessions ago, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, but who was carrying the red stone now? Was that you, Jocus, or was it?
I think Zakhara was carrying all the fucking stones.
Open the red stone for Jin is all I wrote down.
Oh, I think she was
so whoever was
carrying. Yeah, okay.
And I forgot who carries it when she's not here.
Yeah, okay. Because this had some interesting effects.
Would it benefit anybody but a fire priestess or somebody who wields fire?
As long as it's been conquered by the wielder, or who the wielder, I guess, bestows it upon, then they can use all of the effects. So it's kind of up to you guys how you want to do it. And then there's also the purple stone that I don't think anybody's broke yet, have they?
I don't know. There's so many stones. I know I don't have one, that's all. And I know the people who did break it, they know which one they have.
Yeah, there was purple, red, but if you noticed, they seem to be tied to some of the beings on Athas.
Which one did the centipede want? All of them, or?
He didn't ask about one, I think, or.
I think he said, "I want the stone. So. Give me the stone."
Yeah, because
the one that Zakhara held. I assume that's the red one. I think Zakhara was holding it.
Yeah. Yep. So he had been in. You guys remember what's unique about Dokjat, right?
He's the son of the one of the. I forget which Nibene.
Yep. So that's the legend. So it's a pretty big deal now that you have the Sorcerer King's son tailing after you guys.
I can add an overview real quick when we've got time. So what's the purple stone? Cielba? Okay. Purple stone.
Because you found that in Yarmouk and Cielba's old city that was destroyed by Manu.
We don't have that one open yet? Or wait,
no,
Zakhara
Chu is trying to, and Zakhara has attempted, Chu's attempted. I don't know if Jocus and Zakhara have attempted together.
No. Let me... How does this begin? I just contact it?
Yes, and this purple one also had some tie to that purple pommel dagger.
Ah, yeah.
Now, who's got the purple pommel dagger? That's
I have
Hakuu,
to
right?
check if I'm.
For some reason, I thought.
Or is that Chew?
was-
I thought, didn't Chew have the purple pommel dagger?
Yeah, and then he gave it up when he headed off.
It should be in the. Hopefully, I have it in the party loot. Well, that's what I'm just trying to put in the Excel sheet to just get this all. Purple Palmer Dagger. I'm holding it.
Oh, okay, you're holding it.
Yep.
All right.
At least that's what the last we put.
Okay.
Cielba Stone Purple held by Zakhara until Chew 4 returns. Psionic affinity to Chew. If Purple Stone and Purple Dagger together, then it explodes.
All right. Yeah. Or they're blasted furiously apart, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it did something like that when we were in the gray and I was using Chew. And I attacked somebody with the purple pommel stone and it affected whoever was carrying the purple.
But you've never tried to make attempt to contact and have you, Jocus?
No. The only one I did was the redstone with Zakhara.
And you've never attempted anything psionic with it either, have you, Azzer?
Nope, I haven't.
Okay.
But
The only person that did was Chew, perhaps?
maybe.
And this is, do you guys remember what happened to him? I thought he got struck by lightning or something.
Let's do this, Azzer. Let's unlock this fucking thing.
All right.
Joe Q's needs a fucking stone.
So the interesting thing is, oh, hold on a second. Let me turn that down. Yeah, you could try and, I guess, suss out a little bit by contacting a Jocus.
Okay. Here we go.
That way, try a Jocus.
Can I still recap the stones a little bit more? I'm putting it in the overview. Okay, so the redstone is still locked, I guess.
No, we unlocked that. We unlocked the redstone, I think.
We did
Yeah, Jin's got. That's the one with the fire and the fire elementals. Yeah.
Okay. Unlocked for it's only unlocked per the person, right? One person that mainly does it, I think.
Yeah,
That's what most of them have been.
Yep.
Unlocked to Jin, and Jocus holds it when Jin's not there, is what we've had.
Okay.
And then the blue stone held by Azzer, Teklay's phylactery blue stone. That is locked, I think. Or
yes, that one's nobody's ever gotten into that one or attempted.
Okay. And the purple one we've attempted, but no one's unlocked. I know we've unlocked. Oh, the silt one. Did we do that one then?
That's the one Zakhara uses all the time.
Zakhara.
Yeah.
Unlocked to Zakhara.
So last time, how did you get into the redstone Jocus?
I think me and Zakhara contacted each other, and then we contacted it.
Oh yeah, you guys kind of tagged.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it was like a three-way call situation.
And you've never interacted with the purple stone, have you, Azzer?
No, I vaguely remember, and Maybe that was just me with the purple pommel steel dagger. I don't remember if I think someone touched it and then that's when it exploded and somehow I was able to hold it, or
That was that
I'm
was
not
down in that
exactly sure.
that
In the
was down in that
mirror, maybe.
catacomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't really tried any stone at
Contact
all.
remedy.
No, not
All
yet.
right. Give me 1 second here, guys. Just a sec.
Blue stone. Have you ever watched the YouTube? You make them, right? Are you?
Yeah.
You're the one recording it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Have you looked at the Google Doc at all?
I use them for all the descriptions.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad at least someone looks at it. I had no idea if anyone really goes here and looks at it.
Yeah, if you go back in the videos, you'll see all your little notes are the notes in the.
Oh, you added in there?
Yeah, for the.
Oh, okay.
So if the
Can
people
you-
don't, and I usually take a screenshot of one of the images you chose
Yeah.
to be the
Ah, okay.
thumbnail.
Representative. Remember? Yeah.
the thumbnail for the episode.
Okay. I was trying to put those links on the pages, but I haven't done that for any of them yet. Episode 10. Okay.
Can you hyperlink with Excel? I think you can, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
looks
you
like
can
it's got
insert
it.
hyperlinks.
Yeah, it works.
Oh, so you hyperlink the video in with the session.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm adding it into Google Sheets and have that.
Yeah, that spreadsheet's been pretty useful for sussing out some details.
I
Good.
copy all his notes from his spreadsheets and add them to the episode details.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's handy.
Yeah, so
I didn't see that.
if you go into
Just-
the videos, like
Yeah.
the last one, you'll see it's got all his notes.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Look at that. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Oh, outstanding. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Boy, if YouTube sticks around for 100 years, can you imagine like somebody in like 2099 is watching, hey, this is how the old timers used to do it.
Yeah.
Whereas they'll have like fully fledged neuro implant, like where you're actually in like where it's actually like the VR world. That's like all the DM has to do is imagine it, and it shows up for you.
Yeah, that'll be pretty badass.
There's some Kickstarters out there. One of them is for something like that, Warren, where
Really?
you as the dungeon master get to let me see if I can find the fucking link. It's so good. I backed it. It was the second thing I ever backed.
Oh, really? It might be worth backing.
Yeah, man, it's fantastic.
What did I back? I backed Lost Temple of Jing.
I also backed the Grim Hollow. Let me see. I think this is it. Yep, here it is.
What's it called?
I'm going to share it right now. Play that video, you'll see on the Kickstarter page.
Oh, there we go. Oh, wow, yeah. 2,300% kick started. Oh, that's pretty big. So now all they need is Neuralink, and then you'll be able to just parse your images into procedural worlds like automatically. Oh, this was a Euro. This is a Euro developer. Okay.
It's so fucking cool.
Yeah. Holy shit.
I mean, you could have a virtual tabletop in your virtual tabletop, you know? You can go from the side of the table and you can move your players onto the actual fucking battle map. You know?
I did see something like that. Yeah.
That's badass. Oh, damn. Wow. Yep. Well, we're just at the beginning, man. It's coming.
Yeah. It's going to be glorious.
Oh, yeah. So now, let's see. We're here. Ah, yes. So Jocus, you were looking to attempt to make contact with the purple stone. And as you reach into that, you start focusing inward, and you can feel the familiar sense of that energy reserve that you've built up inside of you. And as you focus on this purple stone, which kind of was an oddity to you, it had been passed around by an elf. It has some sort of strange affinity to the dagger that Azzer carries. And you're suddenly standing on what looks to be a obsidian plane, and there's purple storm clouds over top with lightning peeling. And then off in the distance across a ravine, about 600 yards beyond, is a pure purple striated cylinder. And there looks to be a ledge about halfway up this cylinder. And then it looks like it's almost hovering above a void of some sort. And you're standing on a obsidian cliff face about 600 yards away.
Okay.
That's what you can see as you reach out your essence into the stone's essence.
And how's the environment? Is it constantly?
It's so you're standing on this polished obsidian. You can actually curl your toes down over the edge of it, and it's perfectly smooth glass. But it's not sharp where it goes where the cliff hits where the edge of the cliff is. It's kind of rounded. And then you look up and there's stars that shine through the heavy purple thunderclouds every so often. And then you see it'll flash once in a while with heat lightning. But there's no wind. It's very calm, even though the clouds are roiling about and the starlight shines through once in a while. And then this giant purple striated cylinder, which kind of looks like the stone itself, is just hovering over a empty void, and it reaches up about as high as you can see into the clouds. And then you can see, yeah, about 600 yards from you, there's just the smallest little ledge and perhaps an indentation of a door.
Okay. So I'm on a cliff.
Yes, in the psychic realm, you're basically standing on the edge of a precipice, and if you turn around and look behind you, it's just an endless flat plane of pure smooth obsidian, black obsidian glass, and it kind of sheens purple from the reflection of the purplish sky above.
I'm in my mind, right?
Since you contacted the stone, you have a feeling that this is the psychic image the stone is giving you, because you've sent your harbinger out into its essence, so you feel like you're standing in, but it's what the stone would show you.
Okay. All right. So do I have to abide by the laws of physics?
You don't have to. No. The
So
only
if
thing
I
you,
wanted to float across the chasm, I can.
as long as you had a psionic discipline or were able to channel the psionic discipline of somebody to do that, because you still have to use the use. It follows the rules of psionics, not necessarily the rules of
Okay.
physics.
I got you. All right. So can I try to use my animal affinity to see if I can?
Dimensional door, that's all I got. But that helps move, possibly.
How far can you go with that, Azure?
Oh. I think it can go pretty far, actually. Normally, 50 yards, but it can go up to 200 yards.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you could try using your affinity Jocus. You get a so you send out a little harbinger of a what the animal was dear to you as a I guess what animal kind of started you on your journey? Do you remember, Jocus? That's more than likely what you'd harbinge.
I don't know. So I would just project it instead of rolling from the table. What my
Uh,
spirit animal is, I guess.
yeah, in this because you're not doing this in the physical world, you're doing it in the psychic world. So yeah, you could choose the animal in the psychic realm.
Okay. But it's got to be my spirit animal.
More than likely, that's what you would hone in on because that was what would have built some of your animal affinity to begin with, probably unlocking your psionic talent. So if you remember maybe more kind of what animal was something that spoke to you when you were about a youngin', not even, you probably just had a wild talent, but then were able to hone it into
Oh,
an actual psychic ability.
Warren, in my backstory, there's a big dinosaur-looking thing. You see that picture on the bottom
Oh,
right?
yes, that's a Mekilot.
Yeah. Maybe a Mekilot?
That sounds about right for a half giant. They tend to be the they tend to be the ones that uh, can handle the Mekilots because they have a tendency to eat their handlers as soon as pull the wagon.
Maybe like a little Mekilot, not like the actual size of one, because if that is that a half giant next to a Mekilot in that photo?
That is. Let me just take a look at it. Okay, yeah, I had it pulled up here. Jocus, there we go. That's a normal human.
Oh, that's a human. Okay, yeah. So
Yeah,
maybe just a smaller Mekilot to be more my frame,
yeah.
and just start charging down the rock face.
So now, so let's see here. So you'll have to make your affinity
Yeah, let me
check
do that.
there.
Come on, Jocus.
Now, I'll kind of give you. Let me just move us over to a whiteboard here,
That's a
so I
no.
can kind of show you what it looks like where you're standing. Let's see here. All right, so
I'm gonna do it again. There we go.
then let me draw a polygon there. All right. So, Jocus, you're standing up on this. All right. So, let me just put this here. All right. Does that make sense, Jocus?
Yep.
So this is a side view. So here's the spire, and you're standing on a, this is all obsidian. So of course it's all solid. I should have just drawn a solid block for that. But, yeah, so you're standing on that and you're facing the tower, and then roiling above you is storm clouds and everything.
All right, Warren, with my animal affinity, it says if I can add another feature if I get another successful roll. Can I
Okay.
can I add like wings?
I think it's a feature that's endemic to the creature, isn't it?
It is. I'm just wondering if I could think outside the box a little bit.
So yes, you could. I'll tell you what you could do is not so much wings, but you could develop the jumping ability of this this creature.
Okay. Would it be able to
Like,
clear 800 yards, you think, if I get a running start?
well, you could give it a whirl.
Yeah, fuck it, right?
Yeah, you only need 600 yards. So.
You are in psychic land, so I
Yeah.
guess the worst that can happen is you'll lose PSPs.
Okay. This is fucking expensive, this ability.
Is that what you rolled? Did that work? Or is that old?
No, I just...
Yeah, so he was able to succeed.
Okay, cool.
So the Mekilot's now got
A running start.
yeah.
I would
All
not
right.
want to be in its path.
Here we go.
All right, Jocus who runs and leaps off of the he leaps off the embankment, and actually you get quite a ways out into the chasm. It seems like gravity doesn't quite work as much, and let's see, I'll let you do the honors, Jocus. Roll a... Actually, I gotta roll this one. All right, Jocus. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each of these is 100 yards. Jocus. Let's put a marker up here where you got to.
I added a picture of you jumping.
2 weeks. Well, a couple days in a row, both my characters decided to jump high fucking... heights.
All right, Jocus. All right, so here's what happens. So Jocus morphs into the body of a Mekilot, and then he ratchets up the Mekilot's leaping ability, which the Mekilots aren't known for leaping, but they can jump, especially if they're like going after prey. It's more of kind of a forward like lunge, kind of like a Komodo dragon or something. But summoning all of your hey Pid, what's up, man? Yeah. Jocus has turned himself into a lizard, is trying to jump over a massive cavern or chasm.
He's trying to vault himself.
So he vaults himself. So Jocus, you run, you leap, and as you do so, you can see that tower ledge in the distance. You make it about 400 yards, and then all of a sudden you start to sink. And Jocus, you go down, 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 and as you do so, you're falling beside the spire, and eventually the spire falls up from where you are, and now you're just in an endless free fall, and you're just falling and falling and falling and falling.
Okay, I'm gonna use this time to rest.
All right.
I'm gonna sit half giant style and like a meditative pose and
All right, make your attempt there.
I think it's rejuvenation. Fuck.
All right, you're too unnerved by the sensation of falling in the endless psychic void. But you do know enough that you can just break contact if you want to like end the session, I guess.
No, he has a couple ideas he can do. He's not that far away, you know. So if and when I get back up to this point over here while I'm falling, I'm gonna try to see if I can turn into a different animal. So I'm gonna drop the form I'm in and just fall as a giant and see if I can maybe get lucky on some sort of creature that can fly.
Let me see here. Make a
Make a what? What?
try to make a wisdom check. All right, I'll shoot this over to you. Pid, you're just sitting there. Was it Pid? Last we saw Pid, he was able to ravage the cheapest elf for 2 gold pieces.
Yeah.
The rest go up from there.
Yeah. He made the wisdom check.
Yep, I'm shooting this over to him.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna break contact.
All right, Azzer, you and Pid see Jocus kind of open his eyes. He's got the stone. The stone was just kind of hovering in front of him, and he looks fairly sweaty, but he doesn't look harmed. He doesn't look like he was blasted about like some of the others have tried in this purple stone. But yeah, you could give him an idea of what happened, Jocus.
I don't have the ability to move that far. It's 800 yards across the chasm. Do any of you have the ability to move that far?
I could maybe use dimensional door to psionically transport. I could focus my thoughts and create a door. And then if you know it's 600 yards away, I could create a door 600 yards away.
Hmm.
Or,
But
or try.
it's 800. So if we
Oh, wait, never
warn,
mind. Well,
if let's say hypothetically he's on my back.
Oh, hold on a
in-
second.
psionics works different anyways, too.
No, I think you're right. It's 600 yards.
600.
Yeah.
So is it?
Sorry, I'll draw it.
600 from here as well.
Just the. Yeah, it's just a. There we go. Sorry, I don't know why I put this weird little bridge in there. We're trying to do trigonometry. There we go.
Okay. Yeah. So I tell him it's about 600 yards to the ledge. I wasted some of my psionic power in doing so. So before we re-enter, I'd like to rest up, and then I think we can do it. Maybe all three of us.
Ed, what do you have that can help psionically?
Oh, I was thinking. I was thinking if any of y'all had any. The reason being is because I have an idea involving me throwing my axe.
Oh, have any rope? You said.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
No,
I
Yeah.
probably should have rope in my inventory, but I just.
You guys are in an elven market.
Yeah, we're in the market.
Yeah.
But can we bring items into the psionic world?
Well, that is a good question. So, if one of you has like a psionic attack, you could use a psionic attack to cause a rope to form and lash out in some manner. Like you could use ego whip or something like that.
Okay. I got you.
So yeah, I think you're actually. I think you guys are actually really close at cracking this this puzzle. To be honest with you.
Yeah, if we could just clear that chasm, I believe we can break the stone.
So your thought was Azzer?
Well, I guess I have. I mean, I have dimensional door, and I've used it many times, but I haven't thought of it in the psionic realm only. So I don't know exactly what kind of distance I would be able to do with that, but I could sure try thinking hard.
I need to rest.
Do you want to make
at
the
least-
attempt?
I need to rest for at least 3 hours before we go back in.
Okay.
All right.
would you like?
That's. What about you, Pid? What do you want to do?
Not that idea of mine gonna work, but oh, that's the chasm pick. So it's
Yeah,
back
can
to
you
the
see it?
chasm, right?
Do I have you guys on the chasm still? Yep.
Yep.
So Pid or Jocus moved into the psychic realm. He contacted the stone, and he was standing on the edge of a obsidian precipice. So this is all obsidian. It goes as back as far. It basically goes towards infinity. There's roiling purple clouds. And then there's this huge kind of purplish cylinder that's suspended in midair off in the distance. And it's about 600 yards away. There's like a ledge with what looks to be a doorway. And then this is a drop off. And Jocus leapt over the chasm with the enhanced Mekilot form. Made it pretty far. He made it about 400 yards, which is quite a bit of more distance than it would happen in the prime material world. but he fell, yeah, about 200 yards short.
Okay. So I guess now would be probably a good time to experiment with my psionic abilities.
All
Yeah,
right.
what do you got?
That I have. Okay. I have mental barrier. I have
No.
insinuation.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what that one does.
Insinuation is a psionic attack.
Hmm.
So basically, you can uh, cause a attack to happen, kind of like the Green Lantern. So you imagine in your mind
Okay.
Oh,
what you want to have happen, and you expend your mental energy in the psychic realm, and then you can
That's
have things
interesting.
happen.
ah. So what you're saying is I have my own wall field.
Basically,
You can just make an
Okay.
staircase.
I can do that. Is there if I try?
yeah. Go ahead.
What would I need to do first?
So the first thing you'll need to do is let's just. Oh, whoops. First thing you'll have to do is go to your proficiencies and make contact with the stone.
Okay, pro.
What are you going to try to do?
Make contact.
Make a Green Lantern thing?
All right.
Oh, all right. Pid, you not only make contact with it,
Ooh.
but because you've reached into the Nexus so deep that you actually, Jocus, you can make your attempt because Pid would have tried this after your 3 hour rest. Because remember, Pid was with a 2 gold piece horror.
Okay.
And now
I just
he's come
imagine
out
I poke the
rejuvenated.
stone and I'm there.
Okay. Should I make contact too, Warrant?
So you automatically make contact because Pid focused so heavily that he actually, as you were starting to reach into the Nexus, you basically felt Pid's insinuation pick you right up and launch you into the area itself. And so now you and Pid are standing on this plane of obsidian. But it's interesting because when you move forward, Jocus, Pid moves backwards in relation to the tower, and when you move towards Pid, he moves backwards. So it's almost like the stone is keeping you apart psychically in some manner. Azzer, you can see both of these two half giants just staring stone faced at this purple stone.
I go and I give Pid a piece of
A spittle
ration.
of drool falls off my bottom lip.
I give Pid a piece of ration because that's how I give I reward things that do good, you know. So
Well, remember, every time you walk towards Pid, he moves away from you at the same rate.
can I walk
It's like
away?
a magnet.
Can I keep? Can I look at him and then back up when I get closer?
Make a wisdom check.
Okay.
Mr. Jocus. Okay, all right, Jocus. So it dawns on you that
Okay.
Okay.
Pid, you could make a wisdom check too if you want to.
I'm gonna use
All right.
Thought Shield Warrant.
All right. And what do you wish to? All right. So you start to focus your psychic energy on combating this stone's attempt to usurp you. And go ahead and make your attempt, Jocus.
The only macro here is it doesn't have a real macro. What should I roll, Warren? My Amthaco?
Roll. Let's double check with that. How that. Let's see. We're looking at the defenses down here.
Would you use Thought Shield?
Thought Shield.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
See,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I put my actual description in there because there was no formula for this particular.
Yeah.
macro,
Yeah.
you know?
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to revisit that rule because I'm still kind of stuck in the contested combat rules of psionics. But yeah, go ahead and roll your Amthaco.
All right, I'm just going to use the Psychic Crush.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah.
Nice.
All right, so you are able to basically put a mental barrier of will up, and as you do so, now you can focus steadily on Pid, and as you do, you can walk towards him, and you can, as you do so, now you're starting to hear the sounds of thunder, and a lightning bolt actually crashes into the obsidian about 100 yards to your right as you're making your way towards Pid. So the stone is obviously on the defense of sorts.
I go ahead and Pid a ration. I said, that was a really good job.
Oh, by the way, I gotta show you what Pid looks like here, because when you get up to him, he looks much different than, in fact, I'm gonna
I just look like handsome Squidward.
wait till you see yourself, Pid.
Yeah. Now does Joe Q?
Oh, say that one more time, Pid. Sorry, your microphone cut out.
Now is Jocus also look different, or is it just me?
Jocus looks like a Mekilot.
Okay.
But he looks like a Mekilot with a weird shaped head and a strange it's like he's walking upright on two legs.
Like a humanoid
I'm
Mekilot.
just reminded of that.
Exactly.
Reminded of that one.
What
I'm reminded of that one scene from Moana.
Or what were the name of those
Let me see if I
dinosaur
can find
people
it.
from the humanoid handbook?
Oh no, shoot, I don't remember.
Fuck, I'm
All
gonna
right.
look it up right now. Is it the Sariel? I think it's the Sariel.
Oh yeah, sorry, yep, sorry, Els. Yep.
I
Okay.
added a picture of you, Jocus. Maybe sort of similar to a Brexit.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the Pateran or whatever it is.
Pid, can you move
I
yourself?
imagine.
That's an
Oh,
awesome picture.
That's what I look like.
Yeah, can you move yourself?
Oh, my character.
Yeah.
What can I
Yeah, can you move
I
him?
am a lizardman.
There
Yeah.
you go. All right.
I'm a lizard.
So Jocus shows up.
That's what I imagine Jocus and I looking like. Just that.
So yeah, so Jocus shows up looking like a. I'll give you the picture. I'll put Jocus on the map too, just so you have him here.
I just imagine. Yeah, it's got the upper half of that giant lizard thing, but like that's how he's set up, right?
All right.
Terrafolk.
Yeah. So Jocus, you look like yourself to yourself, and Pid, you look like yourself to yourself, but to each other, you guys look like these strange.
I say, Pid?
Hmm.
Jocus?
Yep. Good job. I throw you a ration.
Lizard. Or... Abruptly. No, I don't even say yeah. I just take it. Just.
You should
All
use
right.
your mind more often. You're good at it.
Try.
So Jocus, meet Pid. Pid, meet
We're both
Jocus.
lizardmen. Are we both lizardmen?
That would be thunder conversation, two half giants. Like,
Pid, you're like,
Are we
you're like,
you look funny.
but you look down at yourself, Pid, and you've got the only one that looks weird to you is Jocus. You look down, you see your trusty axe by your side, you see your hands, but then you look over at Jocus, and there's this weird looking Mekilot-ish lizard man that's all ripped, basically on two legs, like he's half Mekilot, half giant, and he's looking at you quizzically too and trying to feed you.
Is that chasm we're supposed to cross? The
Yeah.
one you told me about?
Yeah. Let's do it. I don't know how. We needed Azzer to
Okay.
dimension door.
Azzer, you are just looking at these two half giants kind of staring dully at the stone. And Jibba's there by your side, just kind of purring underneath your hand.
Yeah.
Because you guys are just a little bit out of the camp, so you're not causing a ruckus right in the center of the elven camp.
So let me get this straight. Institution insinuation.
Yes.
That's like the Green Lantern power. I can just will something into existence in this realm, right?
Yes.
What if will I be able to will a platform across the chasm?
You could certainly give it an attempt. You're not quite sure how strong this psychic opponent is that you're fighting. Jocus made an attempt of something and ended up falling.
Ugh.
But you could always make an attempt. Well, what about you, Azzer? What are you thinking?
Azzer would like to try to join them. I guess, yeah, Jibba, I'm not sure how that kind of connection might kind of work. But Jibba just sees them sitting there. She would probably go in, and then maybe the connection that her and I have could bring me along to see. Or get a glimpse or something. She has contact.
Do you have any type of empathy with Jibba? Or does she have any Jibba empathy skills or anything like that? Or do you have Jibba empathy?
I think I do have that. Yeah, I do. Yep.
Okay. You could attempt that, and then if you would basically be tagging along in her psyche if you were able to make a successful empathy roll.
Okay. Like, what's this one? I'm not sure which one to hit. That one doesn't do anything. The other one. All right, here it goes. Yep.
All right. So, Jocus, Pid, you're sitting there thinking what to do, and then all of a sudden,
Look, Jocus, look! I point over to
Hello, Jibba.
Oh, oh! He turned into the battle cat. He turned into Cringer.
So yeah. So all of a sudden, you guys see Jibba coalesce into the realm, and
And you hear Azzer.
yeah, you hear Azzer talking through her mouth. So Azzer, so everything is really weird to you, Azzer, because you smell lizard flesh, but it's strangely familiar. But you're also getting a kind of a sense of like, what the hell are these things in front of me? Because you're smelling them psychically through Jibba's senses, and you're getting her instincts. So, but everybody, just for this last little bit. All right, everybody expends 4 PSPs during this period.
Alright. I expend 4.
Because even though you don't necessarily aren't acting on anything, the psychic contest is draining your psychic energy as you guys are standing here.
Alright, let's fuck this thing up.
Try. Where can I change that in the sheet? I can't control my character to click it or attributes.
It should, your psychic
Where is
points
it?
are in your psionics. So scroll all the way down to the bottom. It should be like the last box in the middle before there's just empty dialogue boxes.
Oh, there we go. Okay, 4 you said? 1, 2,
Yep, total of 4
Okay.
so far.
Okay.
All right, just give me a sec real quick, guys.
Yep.
I'll be right back. You guys can strategize here.
Alright.
All right, what's the plan?
So if we get to that door and we can't open it, I could probably psychic crush it and bust it.
Okay.
I also have Eagle Whip, but we got to get over to that side.
Well, I can gladly use my remaining 37 psionic points since I never get to use my psionic. So if we can use my dimensional door, or I'm going to look at what Jibba has. She might be able to help attack. She's got invincible foes and domination.
Yeah, domination, that could work.
Let's see, clairvoyance, all-round vision, danger sense, no direction, poison sense, radial navigation, that might be weird, telepathy, domination, awe, contact, ESP, invincible foes, life detection. So, invincible foes probably sounds the best, unless things move. And 5 opponent if hit is out for 10 rounds. That's all the little notes he has on there. I can grab the book. Oh, I can sort of use a different psionic ability. I only have a wild talent, so. Invincible foes.
A lot of my like psychic abilities are more like physical, you know, like the kind of help the party, you know.
Oh.
Well, like I can pull water from the
add strength to pound.
I can absorb people's diseases. I can life drain. I can share my strength. I can lend health, which is basically me giving my hit points to you.
Yeah. And giving strength. And if we have to shatter something, I don't know. Once we or we just have to get over there is all we're dealing with first. Huh. Could Pid make a platform at I don't know, some certain distance, and then I can do a dimensional door to the platform.
Mm.
I don't know how. Yeah, that might split up, not make it so difficult for either of us for distance and
So what if I
maintaining.
turned into a Mekilot again, and then you guys, ride my back. I jump, and then wherever I make it is where you dimension door from that point. So it could only be like maybe
Ooh.
200 feet or 300 feet.
Ooh.
And then I just jump right into the door you create in front of us.
Maybe.
Maybe.
So we can do it at a couple intervals, right? If you got a roll
Yeah.
to do your dimension door, right? If it's an attack.
Yeah.
So if there's a possibility of you failing, I say I turn into a Mekilot. You guys hop on my
All right.
back.
The storm's getting pretty starting to build a little bit, and you can feel a baneful presence, kind of psychic presence, buffering against you and Jocus, Pid, almost as if it has a baleful hatred of you two. And it's starting to take more of a mental drain on you to maintain this presence in the stone. So you guys will have to act.
Okay. So I this is the plan, Warren. I think I'm gonna turn into a Mekilot. They're gonna ride my back, right? So from that point, I'm gonna jump, and then within the first interval, like maybe the first 200 feet of my distance, Azzer's gonna try to dimension door us the rest. If he fails, we're still in the air for another couple hundred feet at least, and then he'll try again.
Maybe.
All
right.
Or Pid could create something if I fail.
And what do you want to do, Pid? You're just going to go along for the ride, or do you want to do anything?
How big can I make something if I use it insinuate?
Ooh, is he gonna make a big axe?
No.
Yeah. You would just decide kind of what form you want your insinuation to take, and then what effect you wanted to have happen. So yeah, it's all up to you.
I will try and it insinuate a plank, a very, very long plank over the chasm. See if that'll work.
All right. Go ahead, and you're gonna try and make say that word one more time. You're cutting out a little bit.
A plank.
A giant plank.
All right. Go ahead. Go ahead and make the attempt.
It's not a platform device.
Pid muscles you out of the way. I'll do this.
Oh, it did not click? I don't think it clicked.
Oh,
nice.
Oh, shit. Are you kidding me?
It worked? Did it work?
It sure did.
All right, Pid. Okay, Pid. Pid makes this long plank, and oh my god. Okay, so Pid, you managed to get a plank.
Choo couldn't hear.
Oh,
You managed to get a plank 200 yards into the chasm that's now just hovering there due to your psychic energy. And it's angled upwards towards the door. And it's just hovering there. Although it's slowly growing shorter by the moment because the stone is fighting back against your energy. But yes, now there's a giant plank covering out over the end, 200 yards into the abyss.
All right, let's
Okay.
just walk
Now-
up
So
and
hold on
grab-
one second
I-
here.
Now, okay.
Hold on one
now,
second.
now the plan thickens.
When do I do dimensional door?
So I say we walk
Probably
up the
before you
plank.
jump.
Two-dimensional door.
We walk up the plank
get
to
a-
the
Yeah,
dimension
fuck
door
up,
from
like-
there, right?
Yeah, I'll create a dimensional door at the end,
Like,
and
right
and
at the
at
edge.
How far can you dimension door?
in the physical world, 50 to 200 yards.
Okay, so this is a 200-yard plank, so you're 400 yards from the door with the
Okay.
plank.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to turn into the Mekilot warrant and then use another aspect to gain the jumping, and then we're gonna.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Here
Here we go.
Oh, okay. All right. All right, Jocus. All the way. So Jocus uses his aspect of Mekilot, and he just gets more ripped in his legs, and then he leans down over on his arms, and so it's like he's a gorilla walk, but he's got these massive quads and glutes and everything. Even though his form still looks like this weird lizard thing, but you are able to mount his back.
How much did I miss, y'all?
Oh, hey, what's up?
I'm clearly on my phone, so my audio quality is a bit cropped.
Okay.
I'm just
So,
double checking what happened.
I think things.
It's getting ready to happen right now,
I'll give you
or
the
not. But
I'll give you the setup here, Zakhara. Okay, so Jocus decided he was going to try contact the Purple Stone because you guys are all in that Elven camp.
Yeah.
So he made contact with the stone, and he's in this massive. He's on a massive plane of obsidian that's perfectly smooth. It stretches behind him as far as the eye can see. And he's at the edge of a precipice that goes into a void.
Hang on, I got cut, y'all.
Oh, no worries.
Shut up, Josh.
So yeah, so Jocus is in this he's basically in the psychic realm of the stone. He's standing on the edge of a obsidian precipice, and off in front of him is a purplish cylindrical thing with what looks to be a doorway and a balcony cut into it.
Okay.
So he's what's that?
I'll be home in about 20 minutes.
Oh, no worries. No worries. They'll either die or be alive when you get there.
That's good to know.
Much crazy.
All right, sweet. All right. All right, we'll see you, man. All right, so Jocus, you are now a ramped up Mekilot. And you've got Pid sitting behind AzzerCat, and AzzerCat is sitting up on your flank. Fangs blare. And what do you want to do, Jocus?
Is it possible for me to carry them both? All right.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're a Mekilot, man.
So yeah, I'm gonna.
You could tow an Argosy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna back up.
3-story building.
And then get that run and jump.
All right. All right. All right.
I missed that screen capture.
All right. So, Jocus, you do a mighty leap, and as you're about 100 yards from the balcony, your forward momentum starts to arc, and you're like going like this. So, what were you going to try to do, Azzer?
Dimensional door for the rest of the distance.
All right, go ahead. Make an attempt.
There we
So,
go.
where are you trying to put the dimensional door front?
On the ledge.
And how about
Or-
where you enter it?
Edge. How far, wherever his momentum, how far away do we have left?
About 100 yards.
Okay. I would try the 100 yards. On here, it has different modifiers for the longer distance. I'm not sure how I incorporate
Just
that.
whatever it is for 100 yards, just use that modifier.
Okay. There we go.
Stones.
Oops. 7. All right, here goes. Ha!
Ooh. All right.
It worked.
Yes.
So
Enough.
AzzerCat
Right in the middle.
focuses on, and Azzer, you can feel this clenching as the cat avatar or harbinger draws the psychic energy from your living body in the physical realm, and you can feel it sucking the psychic energy, and a door opens up, and all of a sudden the three of you land on this narrow balcony at the edge of this tower, and in front of you is a massive door of what looks to be almost like a purple sapphire material, and it is just barely opaque, so you can see through it a little bit, and inside looks to be a large chamber with glowing purple light.
Ooh. On 3, how about all 3 of us kick in the door? Or... Actually, I think Jocus would do pretty good with kicking the door since his legs are yoked.
Yeah. Let me go whack that
But
door.
we will help.
All right, what psychic ability are you going to use to attack this door?
I think Psychic Crush makes sense.
All right.
I don't know, like crush the door and break it into
All right.
folders.
Go ahead and roll initiative, everybody.
Oh, shit.
I can't click my character.
Oh, here, I'll put an avatar of your character and see if you can do it.
Okay. Yep.
Finish.
So I'm not sure what kind of attack
I rolled a 1 for it.
I'm doing in the psionic realm.
There you go. Azzer.
I need to use Jibba's psionic attacks, maybe?
Yep.
Okay.
It would be Jibba's. All right, Jocus, go ahead.
Let me just hit initiative and see where I get myself. Okay.
Now I just roll against a 0, Warren?
You just roll an M-Thaco attack with your attack.
Okay, it doesn't have any armor class verse, though.
Do a test roll once.
Okay.
For the
target M-Thaco. Yeah, it's asking for the target's M-Thaco.
It should be. Let me take a look at that one. It should just be like an attack roll. You're trying to use Psychic Crush, right?
Yep.
Target MAC.
Yeah, you see.
Or
it would be rolling against a 0. You know.
Oh, weird. That's interesting because normally you don't usually ask. Usually, it just tells you what AC you would hit.
Well,
based on your M-Thaco.
I have an MAC, right? So if I'm in a combat with a creature who has a different MAC every time, it would be different every time, right? Because it would be a different MAC per creature. So
yeah. All right. Well, so this one, I'll just look at it.
I mean, I could just roll against a 0, and you could tell me if I hit or not. Okay.
Yeah, they changed it a little bit. All right. So, Jocus, yes. How many PSPs do you want to pour into it?
It's already at 8. So, fuck it. I'm going to do 16. So that's
all right.
2d10.
All right. All right, Jocus rears up and does the Mekilot smash into the weird gemstone door, and as he does so, it develops just the faintest of a spider crack in it. Azzer.
I'm going to let's see. Maybe I can try invincible foes. 5
right.
PSP per round. Opponent, if hit, is out for 10 rounds. So I don't know exactly how that'll work, but
Oh, that's
sounds like it would
you know what
weaken.
you could do, because she's in here in her psychic, you could just use her physical attacks,
Okay.
and they'll be psychic attacks.
Okay.
That'll
I will
probably
do that then if I remember which ones to push. That go. I think that's it first.
All right, her first claw is ineffectual. Second one.
Okay.
Right. She's like, if you ever seen a
not
house
gonna
cat,
work.
if you ever seen a house cat pawing at a glass door, ooh,
Maybe?
that claw hits. Yes,
I forgot which one was attack 1 or attack 2 is the claw.
attack 2's the bite.
Okay.
The others are all her
4
claws.
damage.
All right, and the bite.
And the bite.
Ooh,
You save
missed.
3. Okay.
So she managed to catch one of her claws as she was freaking out at this gemstone on the spider crack that Jocus opened, and ripped a little more piece of the crystalline substance out. Pid, you're up.
Okay. With my weapons, right? How about instead of just yeeting my axe into it? Actually, no, I can summon it back. It should be fine. I'm gonna throw my axe at it, so everyone clear path.
All right. Roll your You'll have to roll under psionics. You'll have to roll your insinuation to throw that.
Right, got it. Oh, did not quite.
No good.
Okay. All right, Pid. All right, Pid. Your axe. You
Don't hit
go to throw your axe through the door, and as you do so, the axe looks like it just passes effortlessly through the crystal and lands on the other side on the floor away from your touch.
So it went through the door, but it's stuck on the other side.
Yes. And
Oh, what
everybody takes 6 psychic damage.
Oh no.
All right, Jocus, you're up again.
Okay. Jocus is gonna.
You get a sense that this tower is pretty wily, Pid. It basically took your own attack and turned it against you.
I'm gonna headbutt it, but mind thrust.
All right. All of a sudden, Jocus takes his bony ass head on his Mekilot body, thrusts forward, and yep. Oh yeah, that's a big hit.
I think I get 2.
Boom. How much PSPs do you want to spend?
I'm gonna spend 8.
All right.
So that is 44.
Ooh, all right. Now a big crack is rending its way through this gemstone door
Hey.
as he pounds into it.
Do I get my second attack warrant?
Yeah, you can take your second attack.
Okay. I'm gonna do it again.
Another idea. I have an idea, but I don't know if it'll work.
No.
Oh, all right. You ram your head against it again, and this time, the door almost like it's a Stargate or something, and it just absorbs your head and almost like it gives way, like a blanket or like a red cape for a bolt charging bull. Azzer, you're up.
I guess I will. I kind of got a more psychic feeling of how Jibba's claws attacked. So in one of the hits, I'm going to try using myself with a hit. Will that work?
Yes. Let me send you what it'll do here.
Since we're kind of a combined being psionically.
There you go.
Okay. So what should I roll for that?
Thaco, and then you'll add a bonus to it.
Okay.
You'll roll her normal attacks, but that
Okay.
feeding your essence gives her the bonus.
Okay. Gotcha. With a Thaco gets that.
Yep.
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
Man, you were rolling like 5s and 2s. There
There's
you
a
go.
-6.
All right.
That's
Oh,
claw for 2.
All right. That crack is starting to grow a little bit more.
Nope. And the bite. Nope.
God, man, you rolled a 4, a 4, a 15, a 5, and a 2. You need new dice.
Yeah.
Jibba's like sitting there panting, just like she's like clawing to get in like a house cat against a screen door, man. She's just like pawing at this glass. All right,
Well,
Pid, your axe.
If I
is on
get
the
one
other
more
side.
try, I was kind of envisioning doing my own Azer's Thaco with like a human punch, sort of. Or get rid of 2 of her hits and use one of my hits for that or something.
You guys
I don't
aren't
know.
quite that powerful yet.
Okay.
As your guys'
I have
skill grows, you'll be able to do stuff like that.
Okay.
so I have 2 ideas.
All right.
My axe is on the other side of the thing. I either A, try to call it back and break it from the other side, or 2, use Insinuation and summon forth a bigger axe.
Yeah, I like that one. That one.
That's probably your best bet.
Yeah, you don't want to
Okay,
get
let's
another
do
crit
it.
fail when it's coming back towards us.
You've already summoned a giant plank.
Oh, yeah.
It seems like bigger is better in your world. You've summoned a giant
Okay.
plank.
I shall summon forth a giant axe and break this door. What? Wait! Action! Did not get axe back.
Mm,
That's not good, is it?
nope.
Oh.
Ah.
Your axe shows up and then it dissipates. Meanwhile,
If I swing it down, it just turns into dust.
you guys take 6 psychic damage.
6 psychic.
I'm currently still here.
Yeah, I'm
All right, Jocus.
Oh no! Oh wait, is the red the psychic damage?
Yep, that's the psychic damage the red is.
Okay, I've just been subtracting my own health.
Oh, you can get a second attack this round, Pid.
Oh shit! Yeah.
So you can try it again.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it again.
All right.
Okay, cool. I made it.
Oh, damn it. Uh,
Caught the tail end.
Ooh. Ooh. What did you roll? 17. Did you put that? No, you didn't put that in. So technically that is a hit, Pid. How much PSPs are you using?
hang on a second, let me get my health back. Hmm. I shall use what be a good amount, like
All of them. I don't know what's going on. What the fuck?
You taking a look at things?
What the
Okay.
fuck?
How about I do
It's all
10? I
psionics.
shall use 10. I shall use
All right.
5 psionics. Guys?
All right, Joe. Okay, go ahead. Roll your damage.
Roll well.
Okay. Uh.
Ooh. All right. Pid smashes up against the door with his axe that looked bigger on paper.
I think
Wait.
you rolled initiative.
I think you rolled initiative. You got to roll
Yeah.
damage, Pid.
Oh, right. Sorry.
How much XP or how much PSP did you spend?
I
10.
put 10.
Oh, okay. So that's how many die 8 is it per 10? Is it 1d8 per 10? No. It's 1d8 per every 6. So for every 6 you put in, it's 1d8 damage.
So you got to put in
Alright.
12 if you
So
want to
roll
do an
again,
extra
or-
d12. If you want to do
Yeah.
2d6,
Alright, I
you
can
got to
do
put in
that.
12.
I can do that.
So roll another d6.
Alright.
So you can roll another.
Again.
Aww.
You guys
least
aren't
it's-
going to believe this, but that actually shatters the door.
Really?
Yeah. You guys all go tumbling into this weird crystalline chamber. As you do so, you can feel the psychic drain on your inner nexus stop. And you're basically in what looks to be a large crystalline room, and there's a glowing purple light, and there are images being scattered on all of the surfaces on the inside of this tower. And you can see just the craziest things. You see a woman that looks to be somewhat deformed, and she is kind of arching her back in kind of a screeching pain, and then she looks out with fury over a battlefield, and you can see there are groupings of these weird little lizard men arrayed, and she screams out a silent scream, and you see her army of warriors. There's humans, halflings, rushing out across this field, and they're cutting into these strange looking lizard people. And let me show you a. So here is kind of what you guys see on the. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see a woman that seems like she's
Cool.
kind of half draconic, half humanoid, and she is surrounded by these strange lizardish people, and she's slaughtering them. And then as you witness this scene, the tower kind of goes dark, and then you get this weird sense of falling, and you fall and you fall. And Zakhara, you look over and see the two half giants and the gladiator and the battle cat standing or sitting there, kind of cross-legged, focused. All of a sudden, they fall over on their backs, and the cat lays over on her side, and the stone is now attached to Jocus.
Oh,
Yay!
Yay.
Now,
Hey, help!
Jocus, this is the power of the
Ray.
stone. Now, I'm still a little bit in draft, so a couple of these might tweak a little bit, Jocus, but
That's fine.
just because I'm copying my notes from my old second edition campaign when I ran this, like
Was it physical
in
notes?
1999. Yeah.
oh
Yeah,
no.
like handwritten notes. Yeah, I got you.
Yep.
I was born that year.
In 99.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like
Same.
20, I think, and
Oh, wow.
I played this. I built this campaign back then. Let's see here.
I was
Okay.
at least 4 years out of high school, so I was like 22, at least 22.
23. 23.
Yeah, I was 20. Yeah, I was running it in. I was in Korea as an army person and running it for the army guys there. All right, so can you guys see that?
Yeah.
All right,
Yep.
sweet.
Creatures.
Pid's like, Zakhara, Pid's like, you know what? I'm just gonna make this plank, and then he friggin' critically hit. So of course I have to give him his fucking plank. Like only a half giant warrior would come to an obsidian tower over a void of swirling storm clouds and put out a board.
Think a wooden plank would work, and it did. That's literally like the orc from Warhammer type of deal.
He literally wanted it to happen so bad, but then he tried to throw his magic axe and critical failed, so then the tower ate it. So
Warren, are there Terrans in Athas?
you have never met any, but the legends are is that they are still a remnant of Terrans in Athas up in the mountains past where the halflings live.
All right. I didn't know, like, out of character, I didn't know.
Oh yeah. Yep. And Sielba was the destroyer of Terrans. She was trying to genocide them.
Oh, another one of the people trying to wipe out another race.
Yep. So you guys getting any sort of patterns with these sorcerer kings?
Yeah, they genocide a whole bunch of different races that most of them we don't know about or don't exist anymore.
They all slaughter a particular race too, right? No two slaughters the same race.
Yeah. So who did you get? Who did these guys slaughter? Do you remember?
With Wimix? Were they
Oh, Zakhara can tell you about Wemix.
Sacha and Wayan? I believe Sacha had kobolds.
Yes, because you're definitely right, Zakhara, because his nickname was
Right. And I think the other one had, oh shit, what was it? It was on their casket. I remember that. They had gnomes, I think.
Ooh, you're close.
Fairies. It was the pixie.
Oh, there you go.
Pixies, yeah.
I'm a genius.
Pixie Blight.
Yeah, Wyan of Bodak was Pixie Blight.
That's right.
And you guys have only ever seen just images of their two races, but none of you have ever heard of any living remnant. But you have heard of remnants of Terrans.
And then of
And
course,
so
what was his name? I can't remember the Sorcerer King of Draj. What? Like,
Yes.
the Wemmick Annihilator.
Yep. Yep. And he succeeded. So the only time there's Wemmicks is when Zakhara summons forth.
Yeah.
So I guess Silva wasn't successful because they're still terrible.
Yes. And
Probably.
the stuff that you guys have been able to piece together over your adventures is that there was some entity known as the Purity Bringer, or
Yeah.
and he maybe came from the Gray, or it's hard to piece it together, but Sacha and Wyan talk about him a fair amount.
Nope.
But it seems, oh hey,
Hey, I'm here, boys.
They just broke the purple stone on us.
are you on the Roll20 yet? Because I just want to get your thoughts on what scene you're seeing here.
I'm not roll 20 yet. I'm in my car on Discord.
Oh, you're on Discord? Oh, here, I'll tell you. I'll...
Were they transformed into animals at some point? That one didn't work, Colin.
Ew, that was supposed to be a thumbs up.
Oh, I
Aww.
can sort of see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Sorry.
There you go, Patrick.
All right, I'll look at it when I get the chance.
All right.
Go get the for it.
Yeah, so this Purity Bringer had raised up these champions, and it seems like these Sorcerer Kings may have come from the ranks of the champions, but you're not necessarily sure why they stopped genociding the ones that did, or what races were all chosen for genociding.
What am
The
I
only-
looking at?
That's what I said.
Yeah, Zakhara showed up and he's like, what the hell am I looking at? Oh, I could see the thumbs up now. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. There it is. Somewhat.
Oh, damn, it's like a eclipse right now. If you look at the sun right now, it's all red.
Nice. So yeah, Jocus, you are sweaty and hot and just about at the end of your psychic rope. You can feel the insanity creeping in, but you've got your stone now that you've unlocked, but your heart is heavy with the suffering of these Terran people.
Wait, does he have the genocidal tendencies as well?
Yep. Against the Terrans. If we meet any.
Sweet.
Well, you said I felt some empathy for them, right?
No, opposite. In red.
Did I say enmity? Sorry, enmity.
Enmity. Gotcha.
You fucking hate him.
Yeah, enmity. My bad. So, yeah. No, you're
squish them.
Yeah. Yeah, you've never hated a creature like that before.
Yeah, that's weird.
Did y'all turn into these creatures?
They basically did while they were
in the stone. In the psionic.
In the psychic realm. Pid looked over and saw this beefy Jocus that was half Mekilot, half Terran.
Nice.
And Pid was just this little pinky guy. Just like skittering around with his long face.
And AzzerCat.
Yeah, an AzzerCat. That's Azzer. Whenever Azzer goes in the psychic realm with Jibba, he goes in as AzzerCat.
And Azzer became the battle cat.
Oh, I'm kind of sad I didn't get to see this. I missed a good.
I helped!
So, can you see him now? AzzerCat? There we go.
Oh, damn.
All we have left is the blue one, y'all.
So yeah, the Hamanu, who that was the one that was going to Jin, but Jocus and Zakhara, I think, broke it open.
The red
The
one?
red one. Yeah.
Yeah. But none of you have
And-
ever heard of anything called a troll. So, trolls, pixies, you've seen a likeness of a pixie back on the coffins, and you've seen a likeness of a kobold, which you could kind of see a resemblance between the kobolds, maybe, and the Terrans, like a slight resemblance, but.
Yeah.
And then the blue one, you're not quite sure what to think of the blue one.
Break it open first.
I'm gonna need to rest at least 8 hours.
Well, we probably should start moving again or after those hours, because kind of
Well,
got
I don't need to rest, but if we're gonna psychic, go into the psychic realm
You
with
need
some
your
shit, yeah,
I understand. You need your
Yeah.
PSPs back. You're literally
Yeah.
drained.
we can move, though, if you guys want to move
Yeah, but
on.
they come back slower.
So, yeah, that's the question. What do you guys wish to do?
How many
Feel
days
like
have you
that?
been in this elf encampment?
You guys got there the prior evening. You had met Jesserine and heard a song of hers. And then that evening, you guys went out to try and contact the stone just out of the camp a little bit, probably up on this bluff or something, just so the elves aren't. I mean, they're friendly enough, but they're also nosy if you're in their business. So
Since we're in the elf camp, can I use Thieves' Cant to ask around if there's any merchant that sells shady stuff?
yes, you definitely can, and there is some shady stuff here if you're interested.
Oh yeah.
So you could be doing that while they were. Do you have 2 purple eggs?
I made one.
Mm.
I'm trying to find Colin's character so I can place it on him, but I don't think he's on the map.
No.
Can you see the other purple egg that's there?
I can see
Yeah.
the regular one right over here.
Oh, okay. Oh, you just have.
Purple egg. This me drawing a tiny egg every session has gotten out of hand.
Well, there are lots of eggs in our campaign.
It's gone far beyond over easy.
I am the possessor of the purple egg.
But yeah, the elves will put you up. Hakuu, you can find. It's actually, let's see, Jocus, you had rested. So you guys are about your second day into camp here.
What goodies do they have?
I mean, how much time does that give us till this weird slithery boy comes along? That's the real
No clue.
Can I'll be right back.
Yeah, I don't think we should just linger. I mean, I can
Yeah.
kind of rest on a walk. Let's try to get some distance
All right.
to where we're going. Right?
Where were you guys planning on heading?
Where were we heading when we came to this elven camp?
We were looking, I think, for the city and the silt. Maybe the girl knew about it, but we also heard Jesserine kind of, that's what's in this song. Or it sounds like they know.
Should we start heading closer to the Silt Sea to see if we can find any more information over there?
We should ask these elves, Jesserine, if... Yeah, let's see. He lives beneath the shifting silt, amid the ruins and shadows. He showed me time and land and war. He let me meet the Ravager. The Ravager. He's coming to get Jessix for his crimes, to make us pay for murder and treachery. He rises from a silt-filled grave to end this age of dragons.
It rhyme. It's not that good of a song, you know? End this age of dragon.
Dragon Age?
Did you hear did you hear the tale of Jessix and Slenasia?
I don't think so. No.
So one of the nights that you were listening to the ballad, that this somewhat, she almost seems like she is a little bit shell shocked because every once in a while she looks over and whispers to somebody who's not there, and then she'll go catonic every once in a while, but then she'll sing like a ballad like that one. But in your kind of little bit of reconnoitre, Hakuu, you hear the story of Jessix and Slenasia, and that tragedy recounts supposedly recent events that took two great elves from this tribe and lost a third to a grief-inspired madness. As you're kind of going back and forth in the thieves' camp, the trader, he explains to you that the tribe is grieving for Jessix and Slenasia, and that's why the tenor in the camp hasn't been full of a bunch of haggling and trying to hawk you guys wares. I mean, it is you humans and half giants and stuff don't really notice it, but the mood is a little more somber, and it's definitely apparent to the elves. But these two elves, Jessix and Slenasia, they went into the desert numerous occasions, and most of the time they returned with magical relics from some nearby ruins. And on their last trip, only one returned to the tribe. Now he looks at you. He says, "Well, no one's ever accused this Jessix of murder, but you know how Blame is. She was under his care, and now she didn't return. So, of course, it's his fault that he allowed Slenasia to die. And the black stains on his hands are a sure sign of his crime."
Like black stains. Like
Yeah, that's at least what his sister said, Jesserine. Or that's what her sister said. I'm sorry, the sister of Slenasia.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, recently, Jesserine, she actually started singing hateful songs and managed to rally the rest of the tribe against Jessix. And he up and took off one night before he was formally exiled. And Jesserine, she went after him.
And how long has she been gone?
She went after him, and she returned recently, and now she's in the state that you saw her in when she performed that ballad for you. She kind of goes in and out of madness. She usually sits alone in her corner, sipping from a clay mug, staring vacantly into the air.
This madness kind of like magically induced or something like that? Is it like supernatural? Or is it just the result of like what she's seeing?
That's a good question. Because we had the tribal elder try to talk to her, and the tribal shaman try to break into her, and we think she's shell shocked, or she was impacted by
Oh,
the
this is
cop.
do you actually guys have a psionicist in your tribe? Sorry about that.
We are not a tribe that is skilled in the way.
I have a couple friends who are skilled in the way. Do you wish me to have them look at her?
Perhaps you would speak to the tribal elder and see what he wishes. For I know that Jesserine has been through much, and reliving the pain of Jessic's betrayal of Slenasia. Now, between you and me, I don't really think that he betrayed her. I think they went looking for something, and something bad happened out there. But who is to say?
All right, sorry about that. I got my current go to my PC here.
All right.
Oh yeah.
What are you guys doing, Zakhara, Jocus, and that Hakuu piece would have happened while you guys were breaking the stones?
I guess Azzer will talk to the eye patch elf to see where he fought.
Okay. All right. He introduces himself as a. Let's see here.
Have you seen Battle in the Pits?
I was a slave in the pits of Ram under that mad queen. Got away from her, I did. Ran these long legs out. They had a parade. We were going to be paraded into the gladiatorial pits, and I was one of the champions leading the procession, and had bided my time, made myself seem fairly low key and docile. But when they opened up that little bit of freedom, I killed the Templar master, set off, caused a bunch of chaos, and ran as fast as my legs would take me. Had to lay low for a couple weeks in Ram before I could make it my way out the gates. Covered myself in rags and shit and lived down in near where they pull all the crematorium bodies out. But eventually I made it out.
Impressive. Did you meet anyone at the crematorium?
I met a fellow gladiator. He was also an amputee. He was a mule. Seemed to be a forger of blades of some sort. But
Yes. I'm trying to look up the guy's name. That's the first session, isn't it? Yeah. Oh. I wanted to repeat his name.
he hung out with Nanda Shatri and Kalihana, but he never met Kalihana or Nanda. He only met the mule. I forget his name too. I have to look back at my notes.
I know him, the mole there.
Ah, do you? Well, you were a gladiator of some sort as well, I take it.
Yes, similar story to you. Was able to escape out of Draj.
Ah, Draj. You know, there's a rumor circulating around that Draj has fallen, that the Queen of Ram has attacked it or sacked it or killed the king there. I don't know. We haven't heard. We haven't been in that area of the Tablelands for some time.
Yes, the king is no more there, and we actually did see that evil bitch on her way over to with the huge Drajan, no, Romanian army heading towards Draj.
Oh, so she was intent on conquering it. Well, there goes Draj. It's going to become a shithole just like Ram. Thank goodness we're out here again, running free. Not meant to be kept pent up in cities. What type of life is that for an elf? Sure, it's
The
fun
mole
to...
was Balax.
What was it?
Balax, the peg-legged guy.
Yeah,
mole.
peg-legged. Yeah, he was peg-legged. You know, Pid, you could, where's Pid? Is Pid here? He fell off. Oh, Pid fell off. That's right. I was like, Pika needs, or Zakhara needs a peg leg.
I don't need a peg leg.
You could just stand on your peg leg and Pid could spin you like a top.
I'll just throw off.
It'll be fun to watch. Entertainment.
Just throwing up while you're spinning.
Oh, are you in Hakuu now? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll let you look. we'll let
Did
you
that
look at.
merchant have like legitimately anything, or is like you said, because they're so depressed that they didn't really have anything, right?
They had a. Yes, they did. Yes, they had a. Well, how much cash do you guys have on you?
Oh, well, me individually, I'm only carrying like a 1 platinum piece and 32 ceramic.
Only a platinum piece.
I found 24 GP at some point. I have one.
Oh, there's
platinum.
Pid. Pid's back. We were like, oh yeah, Pid could carve Zakhara a peg leg and then spin him like a top.
Why is the car need a peg leg? Did he lose his leg?
No, just because Azzer remembered the peg leg mule. And then I was thinking Pid likes to, do big, strong things. So if he.
I think I might have the most money because I have 1 platinum and 24 gold on me.
Oh yeah, you're rich. You better get a bodyguard.
Yeah.
You
have Pid.
You gotta have a big, strong bodyguard with
I have
nice,
Pid.
strong hands.
Yeah. So he has. If you guys needed a +2 weapon, he's got an assortment.
Oh, +2 assortment, +2 weapons. Well,
They
interesting.
are obsidian or bone is what he's got.
what am I proficient in?
Does he have a club?
Yeah, he could procure you a club.
Only weapons I'm proficient in is longbow, longsword, and dagger. But I already have a magical sword, so I guess I'm good on that.
But yeah, he's got a club if you wanted to procure a club.
Is that all he's got? Just +2 weapons?
He's got some +1s too, but yeah, he's got a little assortment of +2s.
I've only got one
Does he have any?
platinum piece.
Does he have any poison or like any other like interesting gadgets or shit like that?
No.
Nothing that I don't think you have already. I think you've got probably some poisons.
Yeah.
Do you have some poisons on you? Yeah, I don't think he has anything that you don't have yet.
All right.
But they're kind of in a mourning period, so they haven't been heavy trading or doing a lot of the. They've kind of been just camped here dealing with this whole drama with this Jessix and Jesserine and Selenasia.
Warren, how much is the club?
Let me double check real quick here. Let's see, what did I have? Let's see. That is. Let's see here. All right, so this club has a wooden handle and it's got an obsidian club head. So it's kind of a wood obsidian club. Almost looks like a cricket bat.
Awesome. And the flat end is all obsidian.
Yep. And where is the price for that? Come on. Sorry, it's just we got it stuck in the notes here somewhere. Here we go. Okay. It is all right. 800 ceramics.
equals how much platinum?
One. Way too much.
There should be a Darkslin conversion
Let me
currency converter in the character sheet.
Yeah. One platinum is 500 ceramic.
Okay. How much was it? 800 ceramic?
800 ceramic. Unless somebody has a bartering skill.
I have intimidation.
Yeah,
You
you
could
frown
try
at
it.
him like.
You could try it.
No.
It could go either way. You could intimidate him, or it could jack up the price.
Yeah. I'm gonna try. Right.
Do it. Yeah. All right.
All right, Jocus, what do you say to him?
I need that club.
He looks over at you. He says, he looks down at it, and then he looks at the half giant hulking over him with that weird stare. It's just kind of that.
I only have this. Take it.
He says, it is shiny. I'll tell you what. You give me that and 200 ceramic, and it's yours.
I only have this.
What about any of you? Do you all have any money that he kind of tries to peer around Jocus? Anyone? Anyone? Step right up. Get your club here. Get your club here. Going rate 700 ceramic. Going 700 ceramic. 700 ceramic. Do I hear 720? Do I hear 720?
Let's see.
What's the conversion rate from ceramic to? Oh wait, there it is.
That feels like a. I don't know. I don't know what a +2 weapon is though. That's pretty good.
Oh, well, if that's the case, then I'll just put 2 gold on the counter. If that's the conversion rate.
Yeah.
His
It would be 2 more.
his eyes light up, and
Little guy
he
just gotta reach this corner and go.
he looks at the shinies that the half giant sets down, and the halflings. So you have a halfling and a half giant parting with an elf. So Zakhara reaches up onto the counter and puts the two
Am I even
gold.
head level with this counter?
No, all that happens is your hand appears from below the counter, because this is an elf. So he's
Elf counter, yeah.
He's like 7'8".
They're
And
probably
so-
built taller than human counters.
So you're on your tippy toes, and all that happens is a hand shows up over the counter and puts 2 gold there. And now the elf's really freaked out because Jocus is intimidating him, and he didn't even see Zakhara there. And so now he just swipes the gold, hands Jocus the club, and rushes to the back and says, "That's it. We're closed for the day."
Thank you. Thank you, Zakhara.
No problem. I don't need money in most cases. I only use it for food.
I just like this club.
It looks nice.
It does.
Yeah, so it's a well balanced club. It's looks like it looks pretty old. I mean, it's obviously made the rounds. It's not so old as to be made out of metal, but it is old enough that somebody with a extreme magical ability was able to lay an enchantment upon it. So, yes. Now Jocus has a massive club.
Yay.
And you heard that story that the trader told Hakuu. So yeah, what else did you guys want to do?
So there's a person in the camp who came back, who went out with a bunch of people and came back alone, right?
Yep. Yep, that's this bard that had sang that song
And she is
when you guys had first got to the camp.
and she's the one that's suspected of foul play.
She was not suspected of foul play. She suspected the black-handed elf Jessix of foul play, or at least accused him of it.
And
then
he's still in the village, in the camp?
No, he set off about 2 nights before you guys got here. Before he was formally exiled by the tribe, and then or 2 weeks before you guys got here, sorry. And then Jesserine had set off after him, and one night had come back seemingly mad.
And she didn't tell anybody what happened in that visit?
Nope. People have tried to kind of question her on it, and that trader that was talking to Hakuu said they really weren't able to get a whole lot out of her. The only thing I think she had said to Alexander was, "To Gistinol you must go."
Is it possible if I can find the village elder, the tribe elder,
Sure.
and talk to him about like maybe having psionists look upon Jesserine to see if it's her madness is psionic based?
If she's willing,
yes.
If she's willing, of course.
If she's willing, I could hypnotize
her. Talking to some of the elves, willing isn't really a. She just kind of is catonic, sits by herself, mumbles to herself every once in a while. She kind of ducks like something's coming at her. So she seems like she's kind of she acts like she's mad. So I don't know if you can hypnotize somebody in like a mental hospital.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me. I'm gonna copy and paste the thing to you, and you can determine if it's possible.
Hakuu. So the chief, Mutin Skysinger, he's considered a member of all the clans of the Sky Singers. So, yeah, you wouldn't be able to reason with her enough to get to that, Jocus.
Okay.
Just after you observe her, how she behaves, like you make eye contact with her and talk to her and say, "Hey, Jesserine, I am going to hypnotize you," and she doesn't. It's like she's looking in a different world at a different time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Hakuu, you know a little bit about the Sky Singers.
Are they cool bastards?
This is what you've been able to find out.
Chief Travis. The Tribes clan is not. The rest of the tribes is divided evenly between the Dawn Chasers and Twilight Chasers. Interesting.
But yeah, you've heard of them because these Sky Singers, they have a semi-permanent market in the in Nibene, and they've been trading back through the legends for longer than a lot of the other tribes have been involved in this. So it's hard to tell where they really draw their lineage from. But you guys are basically in the Dawn Chaser camp right now, with the Twilight Catchers and the Day Jumpers. One of them is probably manning the bazaar in Nibene, and the other one is probably on a trading run.
Interesting.
Is there any way we could determine if her madness is maybe a disease?
Yes, you could. You would just have to. Well, you guys know where to find her. She's in the Market Tavern right in the center of town here, and she always sits in this corner.
Warren, how long has it been since we contacted the egg and everything?
Probably about 8 hours.
8 hours, okay.
And normally this evening would be filled with much dancing and merriment, but every once in a while you'll hear kind of the sad lamenting song from Jesserine being belted out of the tent. And she sings other things too if you stand to listen to her singing the music.
Is it possible
every once in a while
for me and Pid to fit in the tent?
Oh yeah. These
Elves are tall.
elves, yeah, elves are tall. That merchant you were talking to was like 7'6". So
Okay, cool.
yeah. So they have their tents are tall. The ones that they set up as like their taverns and stuff.
All right, yeah, I want to go in and is she currently singing or is she taking a break?
You get a glimpse of her, and at the moment, you look over at her, and she is. She kind of looks over at you, kind of looking at you, and then looking away, and then she looks over. There's a stool next to her, and she says something kind of behind her hand to somebody that she's imagining being in a stool using a language that you can't understand. As you approach her, she kind of ducks under some unseen danger, her eyes starting to follow some imperceptible movement. But you might be able to ask her a question or talk to her.
I want to use this one, but I gotta touch her to do.
What? What the human? Oh, okay. Which one is that one?
It's absorb disease.
Yes, you could use it, but you might have to get her in a. You might have to get her in a cooperative state. Right. Yep. You might just have to get her into
a calm state. Okay. I don't know how I would do that. Can I contact her? Or is that too intrusive?
No, you could definitely make contact with her.
Okay. Nope.
She suddenly looks at you and says, "Don't go looking for cloth from Ram in our tents tomorrow. Don't go looking for salt or silk," she sings. "House McKay's caravan won't be arriving in the morning, because last night the traders heard the call." She then stands up and begins playing her lyre, dancing around the tavern. "The sun has set, the fires of the camp were blazing, and the twin moons climbed high in the night sky, when the voice called to Merthuk, captain of the guard. It was not a voice you could hear with your ears, but Murthok heard it anyway. It told him things the likes of which I've never heard as Camp fell asleep around him. Before the first rays of the crimson sun lit the horizon, Murthok had done as the voice commanded. He murdered every traitor and guard in the camp. Then, still carrying his bloody obsidian blade, he set off towards the ruins by the Silt Sea. So, she looks at you, Jocus. Beware the night, my friends, and try not to listen to the caller in the darkness. And she stops kind of abruptly, and then goes back to her corner and sits down, kind of cradling her legs, rocking back and forth.
I'm gonna try again. Is it possible or I can't?
You probably couldn't because you
Yeah,
critically
it's-
failed.
it's-
So her mind is like a jigsaw puzzle that you just can't
So
ascertain.
I would have to make contact before I use my power on her.
Yeah, you've ever seen Homer Simpson try to build, do-it-yourself drill? That's kind of what you're contacting her mind looked like.
All right, yeah. I mean, what am I gonna do? If that was my fucking attack roll, it would have been crit.
I know.
Oh.
Yeah, but this is this is this is after joke. You spent all that time trying to get in her mind. she that was the sum of your 10 joke use. Yeah, her mind seems pretty broken. But she did mention something of a caller in the darkness and how it caused this Murthok guy to murder all of his tradesmen. So the rest of you would probably assume that she might be under some sort of psychic influence.
Wait,
That's
didn't-
that's the heebie-jeebies you're getting, Hakuu. Or
We're able to have
Jocus.
Zakhara look at Jesserine since Jocus hasn't been able to be successful.
Yeah.
That's up to him.
Zakhara?
Yeah, what?
Yeah, you want to look at Jesserine psychically, make contact with her?
Yeah, something's wrong with her.
Yeah, something's wrong with her.
You need me to break her mind open?
Just to see, maybe relax her so she's more
Docile.
docile and more susceptible to my hypnosis, so we can see exactly what happened.
I'll just try contact at first. We'll see what happens.
All right, Pika, you sneak into this tall elf's psyche, and you kind of take a look around, and what you see makes your stomach kind of roil because
Oh. Oh no.
Is it a demon?
What happened?
Or-
What's wrong, Zakhara?
Pid jumps right to the worst possible case.
What's wrong, Zakhara?
It's just like Sacha. Basically empty.
So what does that mean?
I don't know.
Does that mean that she's resistant to you contacting her, or is she gone
It's
insane?
more like they don't have a mental scape.
How?
I mean, I guess I could.
So who's in there right now?
Nothing.
But she's conscious. right?
Azzer, I'll be right back.
I am getting that right, Warren. That was what I saw in Shot's mind. Is that there's basically nothing.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
Okay, cool.
It's like
It's
the
like
nothing from the never-ending story. I'm guessing.
Never-ending loading screen.
the
Right.
only difference, Zakhara, is
A cold. I guess while I'm in here, I'll try and find that voice.
all right. Go ahead and
Oh yeah.
make an attempt.
Make an attempt on.
Well, you'll have to probably try like mind link or something.
Okay, I can do that.
Tom is alone, 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 alone,
Nope.
alone.
All right, you attempt to reach after touching her mind. You attempt to telepathically reach her, and
alone.
as you do so, you just feel yourself lost and being buffeted on what seems to be like a large gale force storm, and then you're kind of forcefully ejected out of her mind, and she's still kind of sitting there, cradling herself, and every so often she whispers in a language you don't understand to her invisible companion.
Successful.
And it's like and now as you kind of look to try to get to her mind again, it's almost as if you had picked up like 400 paper clips and dropped them all on the ground, and you're looking for that one paper clip now that was the one that you were holding previously. It's like her mind is in multiple threads, and it's some sort of phenomenon that you and Jocus have never encountered before.
It's literally like her brain is everywhere.
Yeah, whatever she saw where she had went after her sister and her sister's lover did a number on her.
Damn.
This is true madness.
This is legit madness, not magically or psionically induced.
I have no idea.
Hmm. Like, and which direction did she come from when she came back from the village?
She came from the direction of the Silt Sea.
Hmm. And where's that one city that we're looking for called? Right.
That is
Guistano, maybe?
Gistinal.
And
Guistano.
what direction is that in?
Based on the indications
Maybe
that you've gotten, Gistinal is
north? I don't know.
so you guys left the Tempug's temple, and then you guys were out here in the area where you met the elves, and rumored that or actually I think you guys were on the other side of the mountains. I think you were about here. I'll put an X down just so we have it for a memory.
This is Gistinol, where it's supposed to be at.
Yeah.
And this is where the Silt Sea is at, where she came from, right? The direction.
It came from what you assume to be the direction of where they pointed out Gistinal as being.
I'm just saying, like, when she came back to the village, this is the direction she came from.
Yep. Yep.
So, do you think you guys want to go see what caused like her like this, since it's probably in the same same direction as Gistinol?
Yeah.
So that's the elf camp there.
At elf camp.
Yep.
Okay.
Dawn Chasers camp.
Where
So, like,
where are
what's
the
the plan here,
ru-
guys?
where are the ruins that Jessic returned back from?
That was the ruins was it's rumored that there was an old ancient city called Gistanel on the Silt Sea, and that was the ruins that they were rumored to have been visiting, was the ruins of Gistanel. But no, it's not any sort of city that anybody's heard of, and nobody's really heard of the ruins until you've met these folks that have spoken of it. But that's what Jesserine and the others in the camp have kind of spoken about, and that's where this Jessix had gone to do his, I guess, treasure delving.
We should probably check that place out, right? What do you guys think?
Yeah.
You planning on heading?
Gistanol.
Yeah, I guess we could.
Not. That doesn't seem like too bad a plan.
Yeah, we can go to Gwist and all. Play that Lord of the Rings music. Da-na-na.
Where are we currently at? We're at like we're like here. No, what's that?
No, this is the elf
Oh,
camp. This is where we're at, right?
What's that?
Yeah,
Oh,
I have it.
we're
I have it.
already here?
Yeah.
I have it a little
How
bit.
did we end up over here?
I have it a little bit off. It should be more like. Sorry, it's just it always wants to put it right in the middle of a square unless I hold down the Alt key.
Uh,
Should be more. There we go.
We came from Tenpug, right?
Yep.
So we crossed that area in the last session.
Yeah, after you guys had put the ruby heart in that and got those potion fruits, then you had set out and came upon this
That's right.
this camp after a few days of journeying. Because you guys were moving pretty quickly on the Kanks and with the Elven Runners and the Half Giants. But yeah, it's up to you guys what you want to do. There is rumors of a village on the Silt Sea called Cromlin, which is northwest of you. The elves don't know too much about it because it's rumored to be a dwarven village.
Are these like dwarves like racially biased?
I don't know. Hakuu, you've never really had a whole lot of interaction with dwarves.
I go where you guide me. Uh-oh.
Well, since I'm not don't really have
Yeah.
much interaction with dwarves, I'm not sure if we should go there. Nothing against dwarves. Actually, I don't know. They're kind of short.
Pid likes to. He'll go wherever as long as he can throw his axe at something.
I don't know. Maybe we can go to Gisnol first. That's what I'm thinking.
Hello?
Whatever the group does.
The is
interested in
Cromlin?
Cromlin?
All right.
I mean, I don't really care. I'd like to go to the dwarves because then I'll still be shorter than them.
That's true.
I guess
Hey,
we
at
go.
least I can look them eye to eye almost.
Probably. Are dwarven women shorter than you, or tall, or just as tall as you?
Dwarves are
They're a
taller
little.
than me.
Yeah, they're
Gnomes are
taller
taller
than
than me.
Yeah.
The halfling, that halfling life though, the shorties of the shorties.
Hey, the halfling's more feral, although Zakhara is a little more civilized.
Well, yeah. Nothing like good old cannibalism, am I right, guys?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say Gwistinol.
All right, we'll head off to Gistanel. Let's see. I got to look at my schedule because unfortunately I have to head off here because I got to get up pretty early. But we'll have to. Let me think. This weekend I'm out of town, so we might be able to do the following Saturday, or we could do another Monday session if you guys are up for that.
What?
What about Saturday session?
This Saturday I'll be out of town.
No, I mean like the next Saturday. That's what I meant.
I think I'm out of town that Saturday too.
Oh.
Like I said, I've been just swamped on weekends lately with between army and everything else going on. I might be able to.
Monday.
Well, we'll chat over Discord. I'll try to figure out a time we can do it.
All right.
But here, let me hit you guys up. XP here. Pid, you got all these XP bonuses for your stupid plank and your damn.
10,000 XP.
Yeah, Pid got friggin' that.
Jocus was so proud of Pid.
I learned.
Dude, I need like 20,000 more XP just to reach the next level of thief.
How about
Getting close.
wizard?
Like, wait, what's okay? Let me
I'm
calculate.
on my way to becoming a wizard with an X.
143.
If Pid turns into it, you know what though, Pid? If you saw somebody doing magic, half giants like to copy the person they like the most, so you would probably try casting spells.
Is the street magic thing you can learn in this? Just like
31,376 XP for the wizard.
Oh, is that how much you need? What was that, Zakhara? Learning card trick?
Yeah, I want to learn a contract to impress Pid. That'd be funny.
Oh, you know you can make a charisma check and Pid will be impressed.
I just need to make my
My the disappearing coin trick.
my
Yeah.
skills more better. My move silently kind of sucks.
No, but between Pid, Jocus, and Azzer coming up with the game plan to assault that stone, I gotta say I wasn't really expecting some of that.
Awesome.
Yeah. Check the video because I mean, AzzerCat comes in there, dimension doors at the end of a running Mekilot off of a plank over an abyss.
Awesome.
Like, who thinks of that shit? And it worked. And then
that was cool.
Well, he critically succeeded in creating a stupid plank.
Yeah, that definitely helped us.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll figure out what schedule is good for folks, and
it started with a crit on his contact.
Now, keep in mind, in July, during, let's see, from the 7th to the 21st, I have quite a few days off, so I should have some good availability, but I'll be in Asia, so I'll have some weird hours. So, but we might be able to have a few more games while I'm on that.
Actually, where in Asia? Actually,
I'll be in South Korea.
Oh,
yeah, because I gotta. But
so
they make
like
you
10 hours for it. 10-hour time difference.
They are
Central, 11, probably 11 from the East Coast.
They're a day ahead of us, so they're. I don't know what time it is there now. It's
They're probably 10 a.m.
tomorrow, I think. Yeah, I think they're like 10 a.m.
10 a.m. Yeah, tomorrow.
So it might be some weird hours, but I have to be in the. I have to quarantine when I'm there, so I'll have some free time. So.
Hey DM, I think I leveled up.
Did you?
I know my current XP is 140,199.
Let's take a look here. You're a fighter, right?
Yeah.
Warrior. Warrior. Okay. What level were you?
Shit.
Since you have that open, what is level 10 experience to get to level 10?
Level 10's 500,000.
Okay, thanks.
Level 9's 250,000. Level 8's 125,000. And level 7 is 64,000. So how much XP do you have, Pid?
Right now I have shit. I added the 19,000 you asked, so hang on a second, let me subtract it all. Like I said, right now I have 140,199.
Okay. You should be 8th level then. You
Alright,
should be 8th level.
nice.
So if
Level 8. I have no idea what that means, but that's probably good.
Your
Yeah.
THAC0 goes up.
Yeah.
Your saving throws might increase, maybe.
Yeah, so you should be level 8. So yeah, your THAC will get better. You'll yeah, so we'll level you up next time we start. How's that sound?
With all the level up bits, I'm still gonna put down that I'm level 8 now.
Oh yeah, make sure you got
I'm good.
captured. All right, sweet. All right, I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Hell
Alright,
yeah.
later.
Hey, have a good one.